This is a perfect example of why you just want to do the right thing. Don't skimp, don't cheat, trying to save a few bucks with shipping. Hey, it's Don. Today I wanted to address something that happens to us fairly often. We're going to look at an email through eBay from the post office regarding some of our shipments. It's something you always need to be aware of, and it's a reason why I always say you should always be doing the right thing no matter what. If you're constantly sending stuff out media mail and it's not media mail, you can get yourself into trouble. If you're violating other aspects, you can get in trouble as well. If you're sending things overseas and not following the rules, again, that is a violation. That could get you into some real trouble, more so than just financial means. Now, this is an email I received from eBay regarding some shipments, some items that I sent out, and there was some cost adjustments. Now, I get these from time to time. I have a couple of them. Last year, I probably had 7 or 8 different adjustments. 99.9% of the time, it's an overcharge. Now, everybody here knows I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. I don't want to have any issues later on. I don't want my buyers to see postage due on their end, which has happened to other folks. I get notices stating that has happened. Now, this is the actual adjustments, as you can see, and you can see the dates. I've had 2 this year. I've had people send me screenshots, and they've got 20 or 30 of these in a very short time span. If you're not using a certified digital scale, something like a Pitney Bowes or something like that, could be off. 1 ounce is enough to set it off into a different category, a different level of shipping. So I'm always extremely cautious. Now, in both of these specific examples, they were combined shipping labels. And we calculated the correct weight based through eBay, and the whole works. Now, I know it wasn't 9 ounces, which is what they are stating that the package would have shipped at. But regardless, these are both credits. So it's $2.14 we're going to get back from this for this year. Now, I know that's no big deal, but I've heard other folks tell me that they've also got warnings from the post office for improperly shipping things overseas. People constantly ask me to ship things in a regular envelope so that they can go overseas to the UK or Europe where there's a VAT charge, where they have to pay a tax when something's imported. That way they won't have to pay it. Now, I never do that. I've had people tell me I'm crazy for not doing it. I'm crazy, you're going to lose sales. All these other things that could happen to me because I'm not violating the rules. If you violate the rules, the post office can see that. All of this is digitally tied together. Again, they can see eBay as well because it's tied straight back to eBay after the item was mailed. Now, we get tested on this. They'll pull some of our items apparently at some point and scan them just like this. I don't know if that's everybody, but we do send a lot of packages. So these sorts of things do show up. If you're just throwing something on it, your weight's wrong, you're not double checking the dimensions, there are also charges that you could be charged for having the wrong dimensions and the wrong weight on the package. Now, since this is a credit, it's not going to hurt me. But if it's something that's like you would be charged for, you're going to get a bill for it possibly, especially with the way the systems are running now. They can kick out things that don't match the label weight and then look at them later. That's another aspect that I've heard they can do. So anything you send out needs to be sent the correct way. I don't care if it's on eBay or any platform. Whatever you are sending out can be checked. They can even open them in some cases to see, such as media mail. Now, this is just one simple example, and it's in my behalf at least it's all credit. But the point of it is, don't listen to other people, other sellers who tell you just to send it in an envelope, get the sale, and be done with it. You won't get in trouble. There won't be any repercussions. No one's ever going to know. It's all in a digital world these days. Everything you do on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, any of the sites out there, there's information tying it all back to you. If you don't understand that, you're probably in the wrong business, especially if you want to go ahead and take the shortcut, save yourself a little bit of extra money just to make the sale. I will never bow down to any requests to bypass or avoid any law, regulation, or anything else like that to make a couple bucks. Because at the end of the day, it will be my business shut down just to help somebody else save a few bucks from purchasing something from me. 99% of the items I share with you are items that no one needs in the first place. So it's a collection, a collectible item that someone's buying. It's not something they need. Why would you or I or anybody risk their well-being of their business to do something like that? It would make no sense. I don't care if it's $100, a $500 purchase, or whatever the case may be. The higher the value of the purchase, the more you would be violating the law if you say didn't post it so that they could collect VAT. Our post office has an agreement with other countries' post offices. We're tied together through a board, through international agreements on this, meaning that we in this country are supposed to follow the regulations when we send something overseas. And if you don't know, any piece of merchandise leaving the United States has to be declared. It has to have an import-export form on it. If you put it in a regular correspondence envelope out of this country, you're breaking the law, because you have to have that form on it. It has to be declared when it's going into another country. In some cases, there are some items that can't be sent to another country. You don't want to be caught sending one of those items, such as adult material, to certain places in Europe and Asia. You can't do it. It's U.S. only. I don't care what site you're selling on. These rules apply across the board. So whatever the case may be, follow the darn rules. Don't risk it. You could be banned from certain types of services. There are warnings that go out when you're caught doing something. If you're a top-rated plus seller on eBay as well, and you send a bunch of stuff in envelopes, you won't have the tracking. I know that in many cases a buyer's going to say, hey, I'll cover the loss. If it doesn't show up, I'll take the full responsibility for it. Don't worry, you won't get charged, nothing will happen, no big deal. Well, that means nothing. Now, if you didn't follow all the rules and the buyer at the end of the day wants to still open up a case, you're going to lose. It doesn't matter what's in there. He could just state somebody else at his household must have sent that. He had no idea. He wants the item, he never got it. The tracking shows it was never delivered. You violate something, you didn't send it right or anything else like that. You didn't put it in a tracked envelope. You can't even prove you mailed it. You're going to lose those cases every single time. I've seen it in person. I've seen that happen where a person says, hey, I'll take care of it, and then at the end of the day, they don't. They didn't want to lose the money. Maybe they got it. Maybe they got it and it just wasn't tracked because, again, you don't have tracking to prove it. That could be an easy scam for somebody to pull over. A large number of people would fall for this. Again, that's why you should always follow the rules. I don't care what else is going on. It's never worth bypassing a rule, a regulation, and risking your business, your well-being, the place that makes you the money, that puts the roof over your head, again, just to save someone else a couple of bucks. Don't do it. So again, follow the rules. eBay, the post office, other countries' post offices can tell how things were sent. They can even in other countries open up packages and see if you bypass the VAT on that item. They do that, just like our post office pulls random items out. You don't want a case filed against you. You don't want another country reporting you to our post office, or however that process would be handled. A violation is a violation. It's just not worth your livelihood to do it. So hopefully you'll take this to heart and just not do any of those acts. Always think about the fact that this is your livelihood and that they can see everything you do. It's all opened. Everything there eBay can track into. And don't forget, eBay has a backdoor that allows government entities to search the platform and pull stuff down or take actions against things. So you've got to be very careful out there. Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
you'll tell me why Superman peanut butter tastes so great.
Never. So fresh roasted, so creamy, so yummy.
Then its secret will be mine, all mine. Foiled again. Just wait, Superman. I'll find out.
Superman peanut butter. Its strength is its great taste.